Hi guys, it is MA Halloween, and today we'll be going over the new for Spirit Halloween 2025 teaser. Let's go. But first, let's start off with the video.
Attention passengers. All Spirit trains are experiencing delays due to an earlier incident. We appreciate your patience and hope you remain seated inside the car for your own safety.
Okay, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a subway theme. That's really cool. So yeah, that's really cool that we are getting one. There was a lot of rumors like in my in my silent but deadly video, I forgot to mention that the background it was like a subway theme. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, so it is coming back. It is official now, and you could tell immediately by the video. So yeah, so let's get into some things that we see in the trailer here. So the first thing we see is the giant subway in the very beginning. So which clarifies this is a subway theme indeed. So really cool. Then there's a little Jack the Reaper down, like a little like symbol, whatever you want to call it, down there, which is pretty cool on the train. A little detail. And the next thing is our first animatronic. So this one is really cool. You can't really see a lot because of the giant light glare right on like the prop. So I'm gonna tell you guys what you can see. So what you can see is some teeth and looks like some skin, some fur looks like, and that's about it. For the next frame, we have a New York City sewer, New York City sewer, like plate that you put on top of the sewers. That's really cool. I don't know if the theme's like in New York City. I mean, from this, it's might be. I don't know, but there is green goo, which is all across the entire video. So yeah, nothing really much for there, I guess. And then the next thing is this poster laying on the ground. So let's read what it says. The first picture is giant, and the first thing says giant rat found near sewer. That's pretty cool with the gigantic rat next to it, looking like scared or something. I don't really know. The next thing down there is like a little article about this cat. So there might be like a little cat prop coming back this year, which is cool. Maybe like the jumping cat from 2013. I think that'd be pretty cool. It would probably fit this theme really good too. So yeah. And then the next thing is a little article next to the cat thing about Experimenta Eddie. So he might also be coming back. Who knows? Maybe. And then the next frame is those hands of, I'm assuming, that giant rat we saw earlier. These are really cool hands. Not much detail, but they are pretty nice hands. Nothing really much. And then the next frame, we are seeing a comeback here. It is the electrified corpse from, I believe, 2016. Sorry if I'm wrong on that, but 2016. I'm pretty sure. You can't really see him because of the light again, but yeah, there he is. And then the next frame is nothing really much to talk about here. Just a hand, and that's about it. The next thing is the Spirit Metro. Now this is pretty cool. So, oh wait, that's it. Oh yeah, the Spirit Metro. I can't really tell what they say. I try to like zoom in and stuff and see what they can say, but no, I can't really read anything. But the next thing is it's this chair with there's that goo again. It just says boo. I don't know what that's supposed to mean or anything, but okay. The next thing is I believe a switch activator for the props, which is really cool. This is probably like it's probably gonna be one of my favorites because it's just like how the detailing and stuff. And it says in case of emergency, push button. That's really cool looking. And then the next one is there's that button again with the switch, which is probably, so it's probably an activator probably, like I said. But down below there, you start to see a hand, and there is a hand of, I'm assuming, another rat prop or something else. And yeah, not really too much to say about that though. Then the next thing is this control box. This is this is probably going to be in the ISE, I'm assuming. And it also says Terrifier at the bottom, which I don't know, but I think this is gonna be a reference to the Terrifier 3, because for a scene on the at I'm sorry, for a scene on the movie, what did I say on for a scene in the movie, he was on a subway theme. I mean, he was on a subway, sorry. He was on a subway for a few seconds in a scene in the movie. Oh, there we go. So yeah. The next thing we have is the spirit maps. Now this is really cool and probably a lot of Easter eggs here. So let's see. So the first thing we see is Spirit Station Z, their first take on a subway station, all the way back in 2015. Nice. The next thing is the Fright Zone theme, which is a very very old theme. I'm assuming again, I don't know if this is right. 2008, I believe. So really old theme there. Yes, and then the Skull Lake station. So Skull Lake, is that a future theme? I don't think we ever had a theme named Skull Lake, so that might be a future theme on our hands there. And then the next thing is, I think this the new zombie animal, this raccoon, and it looks like he's eating a finger. That looks pretty cool. And then the next frame you see is this separate hand holding a phone. I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything. I don't know if that's just for the teaser or yeah, that's weird. I don't know. And the next thing is, I'm assuming this is a Hainer, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I very well could see it being an animatronic, but this guy would be much better as a Hainer. He looks like a what do I call him? A scientist, more likely. He doesn't look too bad, just not my favorite, but he doesn't look too bad. So I'm assuming, yeah, again, he's a Hainer. Then the next thing, oh, this has to be in the ISE. I'm pretty sure this will be in the ISE. It is a newspaper box with a with the newspaper we saw earlier in it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, probably the ISE. Just like the posters in 2022. Maybe you can. Oh man, maybe you can actually get posters. That would be pretty cool. And for our last thing, we have the Madison Scare Spirit Madison Scare Park 31st Street Station tunnel entrance sign. So I don't know if this is the main sign. Probably not, but this is the sign, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and there's that goo again. So I don't know what's up with that goo. Maybe there's a Slimer animatronic coming, or is it just there because it's just like a sewer for the ISE? I really don't know. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.